everybody's seen these drill bits where you can make beads. They're very imperfect, you know. You get these ones that it's all like never lines up perfectly. Some are worse than others. Like that one's really bad, and you drill a hole perfectly. This piece of wood is like perfectly flat. I ran it through a drum sander and planer and all that stuff, got it perfectly thin and flat. My surface area, I clean it off, you know, every time I drill through, but it's nice and flat. This thing is a perfectly straight drill press, and even though you go through and then you go through the hole, it still comes out a little bit crooked, but I found out a way to kind of remedy this. You'll see in a bit. Okay, there's a gizmo I ordered from China because apparently they're the only people that make and sell these things. I can't find one anywhere. Actually, I did find one on eBay, but it was like $700 or something. I think I paid like 200 bucks for this one, including shipping. The only problem is this is the instruction book. It is completely in Chinese, but you know, the pictures were pretty good. There was some parts I didn't really understand, so there was actually an app you can get. You look it up, you know, if you take a picture, it'll translate it to English, and instructions are pretty simple. The only thing I've been doing is this little part here, I add a little piece because it acts like an agitator to keep the beads from just staying all against the edge. Just look, as this spins around, it'll like bump them around and roll them and stuff, because the first batch I did, I didn't have one of these in here, and it only sanded a ring around each bead, which was bad. You know, you don't want that. You want to try to sand all the way around evenly. So right now I have this is 100 grit. That's the roughest grit that this comes with. I'm sure I could probably find these rings. I don't know if I could find these discs anywhere, but I could probably try and get a heavier grip. I don't think I need a heavier than 100. It goes, the ones they give you, they go from 100 up to 2,000, and kind of big increments. I think it goes from the 100 to 320, I think, and then 320 goes to, I think, 600. Yeah, 320 goes to 600, then that goes to 1,000, and then 1,000. So yeah, get this going. I'll load these up. Oh, and here I'll show you these. I should take a picture of these, like a before and after. I'll put them all in here. Some of these are kind of rough. They got a little chewed, but that's okay. You know, sometimes this will stay through the whole sanding process. There'll still be a little bit of chewed there, but that's because these bits, the drill bits that make these things, you put them in your drill press, and they're not, you know, they never come out perfect. There's always a little bit of shift, no matter how perfect you think you're doing it. I get everything perfectly flat and even, and still I might have too many beads for here. I don't know if that's too many or not. I'll try this and see if it's too many beads. I don't know. We'll see. But there it is so far. I'll take a picture. There we go. Snapshot. Okay. And then what you do is this top part here goes on, and there's a fork here that it's bolted to the side. You have to bolt that on when you put this. The assembly instructions are really simple for this thing, so I'm not even going to bother showing assembly. But you put the one bolt between the fork so this top can't spin. And these springs are for, I guess, tension. Like if I got really tiny beads in there, I'd probably hook this thing all the way to the bottom or wherever to get the right amount of tension. These beads are pretty big, so I'm going to start out, you know, sort of loose right there. And on the front of this thing, you have a power on and off. It's on right now. The timer will turn it off, and this is your speed setting. So let me start out kind of slow, and when you hit let me turn this off, and I'll put the timer, put it on like 30, I'll do like a half hour, and I'll turn that on. Let's see what it does. There it goes. Okay, that seems to be doing what I want it to do. I can probably crank up this. I'm going to crank up the speed a little bit. It's a little noisy. Hope you can hear me. But we'll do that. Okay. There. Oh, and it auto reverses. Watch. You'll stop. It stops, and then it should go in the other direction. There it goes. Okay, I'll let this go for the half hour, and then I'll come back when it's done and show you what that looks like. Okay, half hour's gone by. You can see it's been doing something. There's a little bit of dust there. I'll keep this thing. A little bit of canned air. Oh, let's see what it looks like. It's been a half hour. I had to remove a couple. I took a couple out because it kept getting stuck. So I think I might have had too many in there at once. I'll have to do them in a separate batch. There. Well, it's already looking better. Starting to get better. Yeah, I think I can go, you know what? I think I'm gonna go a little bit more with this same grit. I'll try another half hour with the same grit. Maybe I can add, well, no, I'm not gonna add more. I'll leave it the way it is. But, there's some of the dust out of there. Blow some dust off of there. I'm not wearing a mask. I should be wearing a respirator or something to store dust, but it's okay. I'm not staying down here while this is doing this, so. Okay, put that back on. I'll put it on the same light tension, not too crazy. It's already on. I'll set it for, well, let me turn it off and I'll turn it to a little over 30 minutes and turn it on. Okay, it's been another half hour. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, getting there. Feel like that unevenness is starting to go away. Okay, I'll take these out and I'll swap it for the next grit, which I believe is 320. See what that does. Let me do that off camera because it's boring just taking these papers out. Okay, putting the 320 on here. I blew off as much as I could. That's good enough. Okay. I'm gonna go a little bit tighter this time. One the wrong one tighter. Okay. Set my timer. Okay, just want to shut it off, say I'll let this go for a half hour and I'll be back and see what that looks like. Okay, it's been another half hour. This is at the, I believe, what is this one at? I think it says 320 grit. Getting there. Starting to look better. Bad. Okay, I'm gonna let it go for another. I'll let it go for another half hour. I'll put this back together and set it up again, and I'll be back. You can see the dust leaving its mark. It's good. Okay. Okay. Let's see what this one looks like now. Let's put on wide. There we go. Wide angle lens. All right. Now we'll change from. Looking better. Yeah, looking okay. Some of them are kind of shiny already. I might have to go back a grit because it's not getting rid of these lines. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I might go back to the 100 and let it go for longer. Okay, let me turn this off. Okay, I put some new 100 grit, because I didn't like the way you can still see these lines on here. That shouldn't be. They should be gone. So I'm gonna keep using the 100 until those lines are gone. Because I did a batch previous to this and they don't show any lines at all. So let's see. I got medium tension, that's good. Turn this off, turn this on. I'm gonna put it all the way up to as far as it goes. There, and off we go. Okay, and it ran for a while again with the, look at this. With the 100 grit, or I think it's 100 grit, yeah. Let's see what they look like now. I think they're, yeah, I'm not seeing the lines anymore. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing the seam. It looks like, you know, it would have that line around it that looked like a seam. I think those are gone. Looks pretty good. I think they're, now I can go back up again to grit this one. This one's a little bit, okay, that's, yeah. That might go away with the higher grit we go up here. Okay, so what was it again? Let's see, it was 300. What's the next one here? It was 100. And then I believe it's 320. 320. Yeah, we'll do the 320. So I'll get another one. Okay, let me swap out to 320 and then I'll set this to go again. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got the 320 grit. So yeah, put that slightly harder. There we go. Turn this off. I'll set the timer, I guess up to an hour, and then we'll turn this on. There we go. Okay, I'll be back when this is done. Goes, it's gonna stop and spin the other way now. Okay. Time to change grits again. Let's see what these look like. Getting a little better. They're still kind of looking a little dull, but and I'm going to let this go a little bit longer, swap these around a little bit. Got in there though. What is it on right now? It is on, I believe, 320. I'll leave it on 320. Go for another hour or two. I'll go looser this time. Let them move around a little bit more. So I like to turn it off. Put the timer up to, let's say, an hour. And let it go. Okay, here we are again. Let's see. Well, some are shiny and some aren't. I don't know why. See? But they're all smooth. I don't see any of those lines anymore. They look like seams. At least they seem to be going away. And this was the 320. I'm gonna go up to, what's next one? next is 600. I'm gonna go up to 600. Okay, I'm gonna swap these out for the 600. Okay, 600's in there. 600 on this thing. Get some of that off of there. Okay. Off, turn my timer up an hour, and off it goes. Okay. Oh, come on. Really? There we go. Just want to see if it gets stuck. Okay, here we go again. Let's see. Not as much dust this time. I think because we're getting finer and finer with the grit of the sandpaper. Let's see. Ooh, getting a little better. Some of these aren't as shiny as I'd want them to be, but they're getting there. Gotta keep making sure I swap them around. Let's see, what was this again? I'm forgetting. It's at 600. Okay, so now we go to 1,000. So I'll let me just swap that out off camera. Well, let's go watch me do it. All I do is I take them, I put them in this little box that has some of the drill bit parts in it. Little screwdriver, pry an edge up, pull this out. There's like sticky tape in there. And that was 600. Leave that 600. Here's 1,000. Put that in there. Oh wait, I make sure I put it underneath this part over here. It goes under this little side bumper thing. It's good. Some of my messy garage is my bandsaw. It's a big messy, whole bunch of mess here. Yeah. Let's put this one on here. I could see that this one was used in the bottom before, so I like swapping them out and, you know, use this one on the top now instead of the bottom. Let's blow this away. I could probably do better than that, but I don't know if a brush would do anything. Nah. Yeah, get some of it off of there. That's okay. Okay. Now I take these, put them back in here, Honestly, I could probably stop with these. Some of these are really nice looking already, but I'll keep going. I want to do a complete job of polishing these things. Okay, the medium tension on that. It's good. Turn this off, put my timer up, and let's see, it usually gets stuck. Oh, good. Let this run for, I think it's an hour. It's gonna run for about an hour, and I'll be back to swap it out for the final grit. Okay, it's been an hour at least. And let's see, at the, I think it was 1,000 grit I have in here. 1,000 grit, let's see. Oh, looking pretty good. It looks like the ones that get in the middle that end up getting duller for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, they look pretty good. Some of them are really shiny. Jeez, look at that. Let's see. Looks nice. Hole's kind of small, but like I say, but really, look at that effect. It's pretty. Okay, I'll swap out this for the 2,000 grit, and that'll be the final sanding, I think. Okay, swapped out the sandpaper. That's the 2,000 grit. Here's the 1,000 grit from before, so there's 2,000 grit in there now. That's my battery charger kicking in, charging the battery for my zero-turn lawnmower. Okay, put this on decent pressure. I turn this off. Turn up the timer to 1 to 60 minutes there. And let's get her going. Let's see. All right, I'll be back in an hour. Okay, it's been an hour later. Let's see what these look like. Get this off, get that off. Oh, looking good. That's why, some of them are staying kind of dull. A little dull, but it's not bad. These are pretty. It's good. Okay. That's good enough. Okay. So now I'm going to swap these out for the rubber pads that I put beeswax on, and get them all coated with beeswax real quick. That I put them in for like 20 minutes or something. Okay, I'll do that while off with the camera here. Okay, these are like they're like a dense rubber pad that came with these things, and I've used them once already. I put them in here. I get a little dab of this stuff. This is a beeswax. It's kind of some goop in here. Hold on. Get rid of that. Hold on 1 second. Okay. There. Beeswax. I'll just get a little fingerful. Down there. These in there. I should just get rid of these drill bit parts in here so I could just dump this instead of having to pick these out one at a time like this, or two at a time, or whatever. It'd be a lot easier if it was an empty box. Okay, I'll get an empty container next time. Okay, and then there's another, where is it? Here's the other pad. Wipe the dust off of it. Put that just on top like that. This should grip this a little bit, I hope. Let's see. put this on here, put it on the second screw tension wise. Turn this off. I'll set this for like, I'll set it for a half hour there, and turn this on. Okay, I'll be back in a half hour. When this thing stops, I'll be back in a half hour. Okay, it's been a half hour. The last one, all I did was put this stuff in there. 100% natural beeswax. That's what I put in there. Take this off. They should all look kind of dull, I would think. Yeah, a little bit duller. The beeswax kind of dulls them up a little bit, and that's why now we gotta buff them out. I take them all out of here again. Take this out. And then I take one of these. Try to brush most of the sawdust off of this. I'll place this in there like that. Okay, there's the other one. Put that in there. Yeah. I'm gonna put this on top of that because I don't want the Velcro sticking to this. Because the last time I put this on, it stuck to that Velcro and I couldn't hardly get it off. It was bad. I almost tore it. I want to see how much this will move. We'll see now. Turn this off. I'm gonna put this on. Let's see. Let me widen this up. Put this on for an hour. And let's see. Oh, that's good. That's pretty good. Okay. Crank that up. And we'll see how it looks when this is done. Okay, so when this is done, it should be the final process, and we'll see what they look like. Okay, it ran its course with the buffing pads there. Let's see what this looks like, and see if I want to do it more. Sometimes I want to buff them a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see. See what this looks like. Well, they look pretty good. I think they're shiny enough. All right, looks pretty nice. Not bad. All right, take a picture of that. Okay, so I guess that concludes the polishing process, and now I just got to get string and clasps, and I'll start making necklaces with these things. And I'll start another batch. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.